like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. And why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell.
Okay, Coach, historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Green Bay Packers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Green 18! You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Get 300! Get 300! Smooth!
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 3. Check 3. Check 30. 44. Hey, orbit.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, high 7.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's got some space here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 30. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Jones. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
47 is the month side. Check, 47. Hey, seam 6. Let's go, let's bring it.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Jackson. And connecting here with DJ Shark. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at their 49-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Jackson to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. A gain there of 21 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Hey, wahoo!
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Hey, you got 3, three down. Stand up, 158.
Check, 47. Tighten up.
Maximum.
Pull it
Bravo.
Check 49.
Jump out.
On 2nd and a couple, Rodgers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
We got 4.
Check 37. Good dash.
Come. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Jackson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Kindici in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And taken at the 46. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Keep it up, guys. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Hey, Echo. Get that quarterback. And all coach. 44's the mic. Mike.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm going to run. Wait. Watch, 20.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Robert Kindici picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Play action. Now Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
40 seconds to Mike. Now watch run. Hey, check, Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
Yeah, Liz.
44, Mike, 44.
Hey, Charlie.
Get him. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Hey, check.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got room. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Bryant has it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now Jackson on first down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson going to throw again. Dorsett making the catch. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Hey, Haywood!
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 84 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. But Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams, just a deadly combination, and we see why right there.
And we've seen it develop over the years because when Davante Adams first joined the Packers, he had to earn the trust of the quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. He has it in a big way now. He'll throw it to him long, he'll throw it to him short, but he always expects a big play to result.
Adams, former 2nd-round pick out of Fresno State, plays like a 1st-round pick in the NFL. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Jackson throwing again. And an alley to run.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Burks on the tackle. A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Let's go. You tighten up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Right back to him on first down. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
Tackled by Robert Kimdichie. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 46-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, complete to Dorsett. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
The tackle made by Miles Jack. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4. Rodgers firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
5. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Hey, 88.
Now Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hey, high 7.
They'll go again to Jones. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
X3, 218, chopper. Go. Check 30.
Here's Rodgers fighting the stick, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Matt Judon, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Delta. 44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check. Watch the screen. Pass. 44.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Throwing left side, it's complete. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Mike's 47.
Hey, Alpha.
47. Okay, just like that. Just like that. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. 47's the Mike, boys. 47.
Here, Mike.
Check, check. 47.
Back to throw. Rodgers. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. Now from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Jacksonville, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.